Good morning everyone. Today we are going to perform one experiment on MS load using the lathe machine. The experiment that will perform on the workpiece. The workpiece is here. This is the workpiece. As you can see this workpiece before the operations and after the operations, after completing the operation, we have to obtain this workpiece in the given drawing. We cut this workpiece on this power extra machine. Like this we cut this workpiece, and now we are showing you the lathe machine. Here you can see the lathe machine. This is the front side. This is the right side. This is the back side. And this is the right side. We are showing you the front part of the lathe machine, where you can observe the front side and the all main parts of the lathe machine. As you can see, the leftmost part of the lathe machine is the headstock. This part is the headstock, where one handle is there. With that you can operate the machine. This is the forward motion and this is the reverse motion. The part that is being rotated, that is rotating with this operation, is known as chuck, where we hold the workpiece and we can unhold that also. With this key, as you can see, with this key, in this hole we operate the key, and this is the three-jaw chuck where the jaws can hold and unhold the workpiece. Now the rightmost side part of the lathe machine is the tailstock. This is the tailstock. This is not the part that will be used for the operation that we will perform in this operation. Now the next one is bed. This body where the lathe machine parts are being hauled is called as bed. Next to this you can see the carriage. This is the carriage, the rotating part, the complete body is the carriage. Over this carriage, one slide is there, that is known as cross slide. This is the cross slide. The moving part is the cross slide, and the handle is known as the cross slide wheel. On this cross slide you can see one tool post slide. This is the tool post slide, and on this tool post slide one tool post is there. You can see the tool post. Yes, it is a tool post where tool is already attached here. You can see the tool holder. This blue part is the tool holder. This blue one is the tool holder, and the tool is attached here. This tool is of high speed steel. This tool is made with the material high speed steel, and the object on which we are going to turn the workpiece is the mild steel. First of all, I would like to introduce myself, Lalit Kumar Sharma, faculty in Mechanical Engineering Department. I will appear in the voice only, and Sri R.S. Naruka sir, who will perform everything for you for the demo. He is the expert of machine shop. Now, first of all, we have to hold the workpiece in the three-jaw chuck. Now here we have hold the workpiece. Now next to this, as you can see this movement is of carriage. By this movement, we are bringing the tool near the workpiece. Next to this carriage, as you can see, the further movement that is towards the workpiece is by the cross slide. You can see the cross slide wheel that was moved to give the feed and to take it back. You can see here the tool is being feeded. Here the movement of tool, this movement is called as feed. Now we are showing you the different angles of the tool. First of all, we are showing you the angle of the tool that is to be set for the facing operation. This angle should be 45 degrees. Right? Now next to this, we are showing you the angle for the turning. This is the position of the tool for the turning operation. Right? Now next to this, we will show you the position of the tool for the facing operation. As we are knowing that the facing is to be done at the 45-degree angle, so this side of the tool is inclined at 45 degree to the edge of the tool. Now we will start the all operations here. Good morning students. Today we are going to practice one experiment on the lathe machine. As you can see, this machine being operated by R.S. Naruka sir. This is the lathe machine on which we are going to prepare one object. Here as you can see, the operation being performed is the facing operation. Next to the facing operation, now we are going to turn the given workpiece. Here as you can see, the difference in the position of the tool. Earlier it was in the different position during the facing operation. Now it is in the different position. Here you can observe the turning operation. The workpiece is being turned. Turning it simply reducing the diameter of the workpiece. What do we do in this turning operation? Actually, the diameter that is to be reduced by up to a certain limit that is given in the previous drawing to us. Now, before this operation, the diameter was turned. Now the diameter is further being reduced. You can see in the enlarged view. The diameter reduced earlier was the greater than this one. Now the diameter is being reduced. Now here we are measuring the diameter. First, with the outside caliper we are measuring the diameter. We are checking that the diameter that is to be obtained is 18 mm as per the drawing, as you can see in the drawing, and the dimension up to that 18 mm diameter is 25 mm. Now in this scale we are measuring the diameter, and this diameter is around 19 mm. Still we have to turn this diameter up to the 18 mm. Now we are going to proceed for that. After obtaining the 18 mm diameter, we are going to chamfer this object from the first side that we just joined to the chuck. Also, as you can see, the position of the tool, cutting tool, is changed. Now as you can see, we started turning the other side of the object. This side is to be turned up to a diameter of 22 mm. Now after turning the other side, we are going to face. This operation is called as facing operation. And after this facing operation, we will chamfer this side. Now we started the chamfering operation here. Now we have this finished workpiece with us. As you can see the dimension, this is the 25 millimeter one side. Now the other side is also 25 millimeter. Now we'll measure the diameter of the side, both sides. This diameter should be 18 millimeter. As you can see in this scale, this 1 year scale, yes, it is 18 millimeter. Now the other side, we will again measure the diameter of this side. This should be the 22 millimeter. Yes, it is 22 millimeter. What we did from starting to the finish operation, started with the facing operation. Here, this side we faced and this side also. Next to this, we turn the diameter first 18 millimeter and then 22 millimeter. The reducing the diameter 22 millimeter up to the 18 millimeter is called step turning, where one step is obtained. And we also do the chamfering for both the sides because of the firm edges, the sharp edges. Because of the sharp edges, the hands make cut. That's why we did the chamfering operation here. Thanks for watching the video. You can ask any doubt related to the experiment anytime. Thanks.